what I thought was a unique and particular struggle. What I would say to minority students attending Brookdale, and I guess really anyone in general, is that your life may not fit into a box. You know, we, of course, are maybe the victim of our circumstances, but, you know, you're the master of your own destiny.
My name is James King from Neptune, New Jersey. I'm a Brookdale graduate, and I'm currently a sports journalism major at Rutgers University. During my time at Brookdale, I'd say I blossomed into a great young man. I ended up joining the Honor Society here, which led to scholarships and opportunities outside of Brookdale and after Brookdale. At Brookdale, I learned how to do everything the right way as a student. I learned how to study, I learned how to get in touch with the professors the right way. Definitely time management was a big part of Brookdale. I learned how to do everything. Brookdale laid out the groundwork for me. My advice for any students considering Brookdale is that there's no shortcut to success. Brookdale changed my life, and I thoroughly believe Brookdale can change yours.
I'm Gabriela Sprague, a full-time faculty in the math department, and 4 years ago, Sally Mulvey and I, we started a math puzzle summer camp trying to improve the young kids' opinion about mathematics and show them how mathematics can be fun, can be playful, and can be attractive to young kids.
He's getting me! He's getting me! Where are you?
We play video games in the afternoon, math video games. We go to free websites such as Math is School and play different video games. We play Jeopardy with math in the classroom. We play, we use different hands-on activity to construct three-dimensional shapes. We talk about machines and engineering applications of math, and they are very involved and they like it so much that some of them return the following summer.
Then we're gonna have to bend these, and that's not gonna be good. And look at, that's our contraption that we have.
We are working on 6 simple machines applications with Connects games. It helps them visualize three-dimensional shapes, and it also helps them follow directions and follow steps, because math is about algorithms. It's about following steps and following patterns.
I really like it. Math is like it can help you with equations in science, like that you have to do, like pressure, maybe. You need math to do things like that. Doing the things where you connect lots of pieces and you make things. I just did the hardest one. Icosahedron out of triangles. I'm probably gonna come back.
That's a big machine right there. It has a pulley. Kids are inspired by having fun through learning how to critical think. That'll help them to develop a positive attitude towards not only math, but the STEM disciplines. We had students learn how to solve the Rubik's Cube. It helps them to learn how to follow processes, how to think about what's coming next, and just in general to learn how to critical think while having fun. So the camp is really designed to help students to problem solve and do that in teams with their peers through using their hands and learning things like puzzles and manipulatives.
My favorite part of this camp is doing the different activities that we do in the morning. It's strengthen my skills, my basic skills of math. I like building with Connects and doing this Jeopardy game that we do in class. I want to come back again.
So thank you everybody, you guys did a great job. So Brookdale Mathematical Puzzle Summer Camp got accepted at the American Mathematical Association of Two-Year Colleges conference, which will gonna take place in November in San Diego, California, and we are gonna present everything about the summer camp and help other instructors starting the same activities to promote mathematics to young students.
I'm doing the math camp at Brookdale. Well, I did it last year and it was really fun, so I decided to come back. I think it's good for learning in the summer because something called the summer slide. It can make you lose your math skills, and this helps.
Usually they think about math as something that being, worksheets and boring, and we want to show them the opposite side, the playful side, the beauty of mathematics.
On July 18th, 5 decades to the day after Brookdale was signed into life, dozens of college employees, alumni, and local dignitaries joined together in the CVA Gallery in Lincroft to celebrate the past, present, and future of Monmouth County's first public college.
From our first admitted class of 650 students who were located on the campus of Monmouth College to over 13,000 students on 6 campuses and online today. We are proud to be an economic engine for this county and its citizens, and we're looking forward to our next 50 years.
In recognition of those roots, Brookdale's President David Stout presented framed copies of the 1967 resolution that established the college to representatives of the AAUW and the Monmouth County Freeholder Board. In accepting the gift, freeholder John Curley spoke candidly about his own experience as a Brookdale student and his reverence for the college's dedicated faculty and staff.
I was over at Christian Brothers Academy. I lost my parents right after high school. This was my only option, and it was a great option. And I thank each and every one of you, and again, for all the efforts that this educational community puts in. It's the greatest annuity we could ever have. Brookdale, God bless you. Thank you.
Those sentiments were echoed by freeholder Lillian Burry and freeholder Serena DeMasso.
I like the slogan that says 50 years of making dreams possible. Isn't that what it's all about? And I'm delighted to be here. And somebody said to me, I'm making reservations for 50 years from now. I said, good, I don't know where I'll be, but...
You've made their futures and their children's futures possible. Because without each and every one of you, no matter what you do, you sweep, you dust something off, you educate a child, whatever you're doing to make this campus as great as it is, we give you the money. I mean, we just take the credit, but you guys are really, each and every one of you should be truly proud of your position here in the campus and in the college, because we are the best in the state because of each and every one of you, and you are truly our unsung heroes. So thank you very much from the bottom of my heart and on behalf of all the freeholders.
The freeholders also presented a certificate of recognition to the college and officially declared July 18, 2017, Brookdale Community College Day in Monmouth County. Middletown Mayor Gerard Scharfenberger also presented a proclamation to the college.
Thank you so much.
I'm a testament to the value of the school, and as mayor, I am so proud to have Brookdale College as part of our municipality.
In addition to the speeches, the celebration featured photos, exhibits, and digital slideshows showcasing 50 years of Brookdale history, along with refreshments and a 50th anniversary birthday cake.
With paper student education plans, advisors sit down with students, discuss what courses to take, when they'll transfer to a 4-year institution or graduate, and map out a course plan that aligns with their program. But as time goes on, schedules move around. The planning shifts. Students want to take a class with a certain professor. The course catalog changes, and a class that would have been an elective requirement may no longer be offered. Moving this planning online allows the student and the advisor to be on the same page with course information, scheduling, and the student's educational goals. They can see a timeline of courses and easily make changes as needed. Colleague Student Planning is an online tool that makes the academic program planning process easier for your students and their advisors by allowing course planning, course registration, and tracking of progress toward academic program completion, all in real time.
It's that time of the semester when students are cramming for finals, but don't freak out because it's also Anti-Stress Week here at Brookdale. One event going on for Anti-Stress Week is happening right here at the Bankier Library, where students can pet some therapy dogs that are trained to help you relax and de-stress. They can take a break from all the chaos to drink some coffee, breathe, and just have some fun. You don't want to miss out. Let's go check it out.
I'm Steve Chudnick, director of the Bankier Library, and this is something we have during finals time every semester. It gives students to come in, just a chance to forget about their studies for a few minutes, pet some dogs, have a little coffee, a little bit of water, just relax for a little bit, and who doesn't love dogs? It's just crazy. I've never seen as good a program as this for students. They just love it.
It brought back all those memories. I'm Carol Plato, and I'm Molly's mom. I'm also her personal driver. We have a little limo outside for her. And this, I believe, is our 4th year here. She started when she was a year. She was trained, and she loves coming. She loves the students, too, because they're so nice.
The one thing I look forward to.
I think they really have to be smart and love people and want to do this, and she does. We enjoy doing it and love coming to Brookdale.
This is my first year at Brookdale, and when I heard about this event, I immediately wanted to go because I love dogs, and I also have a golden retriever, and I ran over to this dog, and she's adorable, and I feel really happy right now, and it's a really great event for Anti-Stress Week.
I'm a second-year student at Brookdale Community College, and when I saw this on the student website, I thought, I love dogs. You know, it's very stressful this time of year since exams are coming up and everyone's trying to pressure to get the best grade they possibly can. And just seeing like these adorable animals, that it just brings the stress level way down, and it's something I'm glad to be a part of.
I've never been this happy in my entire life. I feel great, and I love dogs too, but I'm so sad that I'm allergic. But it's so good to see everyone happy because of them. So I can feel the good vibes, and I can feel the good aura that people are getting from these wonderful dogs.
There are so many events for students to take part in during Brookdale's Anti-Stress Week. You can receive free massages and meditation bowls at the SLC, as well as partake in a stress management workshop. Check out a free screening of The Secret Life of Pets, or join in a virtual gaming experience and oxygen bar. Last but not least, students can come together for a snack and study session at the library. You don't want to miss out on all the fun. Please visit our website at brookdalecc.edu to find more information. I'm Sophia Perola with Brookdale Television. Thanks for watching. Hello, we are here today in Wall Township, home to Brookdale's new 37,000 square foot classroom building, where college officials, dignitaries, and current Brookdale nursing students gather for the official ribbon cutting ceremony.
This is the day that we've been waiting for 17 years. This is the grand opening that we have planned for, and so today is just so super magnificent.
Wall Campus actually has been here for a long time. It's been back since about 2001. The campus was originally built here, but we have this beautiful, gorgeous new building behind me, this 37,000 square foot. It is a state-of-the-art facility where we have increased the number of access to laboratories for our STEM education, also for healthcare education.
With Brookdale and these modern campuses and this edifice of 37,000 square feet, it is really a big, big plus to move Monmouth County along further on the 21st century.
Wall is offering simulation. It's going to be a lot more in depth and I think in detail, so I think it would be better for us as students. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be a great program. And again, I'm excited just to be at the Wall campus.
Brookdale at Wall provides a full array of Brookdale services and course offerings, plus access to baccalaureate and master degree courses through our partner, New Jersey City University. For more information, please visit us at brookdalecc.edu.
Come be a part of the Brookdale community, where students from all countries and backgrounds are accepted.
Jesteście tutaj mile widziani.
You are welcome here.
Você é enviado aqui e obrigado por fazer parte da nossa comunidade.
You are welcome here.
Você é bem-vindo aqui. Obrigada por fazer parte da Brookdale.
You are welcome here.
Jij is welkom hier en dankie dat je deel is van Brookdale.
You are welcome here.
از صمیم قلب همگی خوش آمدید.
You are welcome here.
Brookdale è davvero accogliente.
You are welcome here.
You are welcome here.
Brookdale 是个很好的地方，这里的老师还有 tutor 都非常友善。tutor 在帮助我学习很多的方面。
You are welcome here.
You are welcome here. You are welcome here.
我哋好歡迎你過嚟我哋嘅學校讀書。
You are welcome here.
Bienvenido a Brookdale. Ven a Brookdale.
브룩델에 오신 걸 환영합니다.
You are welcome here.
You are very welcome here.
Bienvenue à Brookdale. Nous vous accueillons avec plaisir dans notre communauté.
You are welcome here.
You are welcome here.
नमस्ते. Brookdale में आपका स्वागत है.
You are welcome here. Come, be a part of Brookdale.
Hi, my name is Zachary Lucani. I'm from Teaneck, New Jersey. I play the guard, and Brookdale for me is a home where I could play basketball and get a good education to better myself.
My name is Fres Cabrera. I'm from Perth Amboy, New Jersey. Buckets near you. They call me Mr. Jelly. My position is shooting guard, and what has Brookdale did for you has been better in my education and further in my knowledge.
My name is Jameek Moore from Hackensack, New Jersey. I'm the point guard for Brookdale, and I'm here to further my education in criminal justice. I'm proud to be a Jersey Blue.
My name is Grant Good from Matawan, New Jersey. I'm a guard, and Brookdale's gonna take me to my next basketball school.
I'm Kyle Bradshaw. I'm a guard from Tinton Falls, New Jersey, and Brookdale is the first step to what I want to do in life.
My name is Matt Ringel. I'm from Marlboro, New Jersey. I play forward, and what Brookdale means to me, it gives you another opportunity to decide what you want to do with your life.
How y'all doing? I'm Makai Morgan from Piscataway, New Jersey, P-Way, you know. I'm a point guard here at Brookdale Community College. What I like about Brookdale is that not only is it a good athletic school, also you could get good academic help from here and get your degree and prosper from there.
Hi, my name is Kenny LaRocca. I'm from Marlboro, New Jersey. I play guard, and Brookdale to me is a place to further my education and play basketball.
My name is Mark Cerebel. I'm from Middletown, New Jersey. I play point guard, and Brookdale to me is a place to further my education.
My name is Stephon Forbes. I'm from East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. I play point guard and also the shooting guard. And Brookdale for me is just a big opportunity and a big step in my academic and college athletic career.
My name is Jordan Hernandez from Passaic, New Jersey, position guard. Brookdale for me is a place of growth and maturity and a creative future and more.
Denzel Lampley, Newark, New Jersey. 6'3" guard, sometimes forward, depending on the matchup. Brookdale is a place of opportunity. It has a winning culture. If you want to come here, you have fun, you win. It's a great school.
Hi, my name is Anthony Mcneil from Asbury Park, New Jersey. I'm a 6'2" freshman, guard/forward. Brookdale for me means a new beginning, a new opportunity. Here at Brookdale, we have a great basketball program coached by Coach Chizek, who's been here for over 25 years, and he's doing a great job. He knows what it takes to get us all together for one common goal. This year, we have a great basketball team, and we expect to be the best in the country.
My name is Tariq Holmes. I'm a freshman. I'm a point guard. I'm at Brookdale to further my basketball career.
I recruited this man. He's like a stepson to me. Just like, he's not really. He don't give me any money.
Look at that.
Nothing.
Look at
Well,
that.
Brookdale, Jersey Blue.
You gotta put him in it.
Need a break from the vigorous academic year? Don't worry, you're not the only one. Hi, I'm Sophia Perola, and I'm here at the Student Life Center, where students are chilling out, drinking smoothies, and hoping their finals go smoothly. What's your name?
I'm Zaire.
Zaire, I see you're drinking a smoothie. What smoothie is that?
A strawberry banana smoothie.
It looks delicious.
Oh, it is very scrumptious.
How do you think it's helping you de-stress from the academic year?
Well, it's cold and it relaxes my throat, and it's like, you know, it's very relaxing. You know, if I get a brain freeze, it'll stop me from doing homework. You know what I mean? So that's why how it's relaxing. You know?
Sounds successful to me.
Yeah.
Thank you. Enjoy your smoothie.
Thank you.
Hi, can you tell me your name?
My name is Lorena. Hello.
Hi, Lorena. That's a beautiful name. Did you have a smoothie?
Yes, I did. Strawberry banana. It was so delicious.
Do you feel de-stressed?
Of course I do.
Right now we're in SLC, and on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday we are here massaging the students, just giving them 5-minute chair and table massages. A lot of students benefit from it. Once we come over here, usually we're signed up. We have a non-stop time that we're here, so we're usually here 11 to 2, and it's beneficial for all the students.
I think it's a really good idea actually to get a massage before the finals, because it's really relaxing. Yeah.
This feels amazing, just getting rid of the kinks and knots. I can see why this is Anti-Stress Week. Thank you for joining.
Brookdale Community College, home of the Jersey Blues, and welcome to our 2000.
And now welcome inside the Collins Arena for another edition of Jersey Blues basketball here on Brookdale TV. Brian Goutsworth, Tim Catalfamo with you today. Well, Brookdale rebounded from what was a tough game against UConn Avery Point with a big win over Middlesex. And Tim, that game carried extra significance because Middlesex, the team Brookdale is battling for position in the region, and they got the job done in that one.
Yeah, certainly was a much-needed win to kind of get back on track. But this next couple of games for Brookdale is going to be a test. They have Cumberland here today, which is a club team, but nonetheless is still another game that they have to get a W in. And then they have Philadelphia and then Northampton coming up later on in their schedule. Those are two tough games. Northampton and Philadelphia will both be on the road. So those are tough places to play and certainly some tough games. Rich Brunson told us pre-game, the championship, the Region 19 title, goes through Northampton. So they're going to have to get on track and start to finish off the season very strong.
So that's definitely a game to look forward to in the days to come. That'll wrap up this season when the Jersey Blues go out to Pennsylvania and take on Northampton. But first, a couple of games left to play before that. And the starting lineups being introduced right now. There is the starting five for the visiting Cumberland Dukes. It'll be Destiny Esquilin, Anissa Townsend, Robertus Martinez, Sidani Dawkins, and Amani Gaines, the starting five. And the Jersey Blues will go with the starting lineup that they've become accustomed to over the last several weeks. It's Andrews and Breland, Erico, Malloy, and Bowen for Rich Brunson's group as they get set for another early matchup. Now, 3 of the last 4 games have been early matinee starts. This one a noon tip.
Something interesting to mention about Cumberland, they only have 5 players here suited up, ready to go. So we talked about how this was a club team. Last year, this was Division III team. This is actually a very good team. However, they've had some struggles the last couple of months, and where they are right now, they are technically seated as a club team and with only 5 players on the floor. However, these are 5 players that certainly have a lot of talent. We'll see what they can match up against tonight against Brookdale.
And the Tim Catalfamo scouting report from pre-game was you felt they looked sharp in warm-ups.
Well, they look sharp in warm-ups, but being sharp in warm-ups and being sharp during the game are 2 totally different things.
Very true. The officials today are Nate Santana, Teresa Connor, and Lawrence Harris. We're underway. Brookdale has the opening tip. Bowen right to the basket and gets the roll.
Yeah, that was quick. I mean, Bowen just able to just get off the bounce and go to the basket. Cumberland's going to do a better job of getting back on defense. Very lax there.
Brookdale going to the full court press. We'll see if this is something they go to a lot early on in the game. There's a Esquilin to set up the offense for the Dukes. swing it to the corner. And now it's Squillen over Erico. It won't go. The offensive rebound. Back up to try by Dawkins, misses. Here comes Vreeland. Bounce it inside. Malloy goes up with it, and she'll go to the line. Or did they call it? It was a foul. I thought they called a foul, but I guess the call was a travel there on Malloy. I don't think she could believe that call.
Yeah, sure looked like a foul to me. At least that's what I thought the official signaled from the sidelines there, right in front of the baseline. But I guess it was a travel on Malloy.
Cumberland able to get it across. And Andrews gets her hands on the ball, takes it away. Now Andrews' first attempt of the day, short. Long rebound, Vreeland able to track it down. And Vreeland pull up jumper from short range, and it's rebounded by Dawkins. Here's Dawkins, has it knocked away. It'll stay with the Dukes.
And that's something that Coach Brunson had talked to us pregame about. His team has to do a better job of boxing out and rebounding the basketball. He really feels that's an area that they have struggled with this year. We'll see if they have any improvement on that. I know they've been working very hard on that during practice in the week, so we'll see if they're able to rebound the basketball a little bit better.
Here's a Squillen, bounce pass. Dawkins can't get it to go with the right hand. Bowen lost it out of bounds, but the officials will give the ball to Brookdale.
Yeah, and it was nice position there by Dawkins. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to finish, but Brookdale's got to be careful, leaving the door open there on the low block for someone like Dawkins, who has the ability to just turn around and put that basketball off the glass and in.
Bowen spotting up in the corner, knocks down a three-pointer. So there's the first three of the early afternoon. Brookdale's been doing a lot of that this season. Press is on. Cumberland just does beat the 10-second clock. Comes to a Squillen, working on Malloy, and there's a foul. And that's the first of the day. It's on the Jersey Blues. Malloy's first. Inbounds coming underneath the basket. And trying to save it from a backcourt. It wouldn't work. It's a 2-on-1. Vreeland with Andrews. Vreeland draws this time a blocking foul.
Yeah, and that's just a mental mistake. That wasn't going to be a backcourt violation for Gaines. I think she just got confused and thought that the ball couldn't go past midcourt. And then on the other end on defense, unfortunately, committing the personal foul.
So now it's Vreeland to the line. She's been the complimentary scorer to Andrews in the Brookdale backcourt, a backcourt that's worked together all season.
Yeah, she's someone who can shoot the 2 and shoot the 3 from behind the three-point line, so she's very versatile in that sense. And she's also very active on the defensive end, so nice all-around player.
And 2 free throws make it a 7-0 start. And if this game gets out of hand, well, it probably will not get to the level it was the first meeting of the season between these teams. Brookdale won that one 119-20, as there's a score for Cumberland. Townsend puts the Dukes on the board. Andrews fires a long shot, and it's last touched out of bounds. It appeared by Malloy, but that's not the call. So Brookdale gets another possession. Now Andrews, it's a travel. She made a move around a Squillen there, but called for steps.
Yeah, and that's 2 open shots that Cumberland has allowed Andrews to get on the rim from behind the three-point line. We've talked about it different times this year. She's someone that can shoot not only the 3 ball, but shoots 42% from behind that three-point line. So if you're Cumberland, as it'll stay there with the Dukes, if you're Cumberland, I don't want to give Andrews anywhere near an open look at the basket. Anytime she has the ball, you almost have to be literally on top of her to prevent her from having a clean shot from behind 3.
Here's Dawkins, got bumped, threw it up at the basket, and Erico's got it. Intercepted is Squillen. Squillen to the basket, gets it up and over Erico for 2.
Yeah, nice job by Squillen. Lazy pass there from the backcourt caused that. Cumberland showing some energy on defense early on.
It's a 3-point Brookdale lead. Just over 3 minutes in today. Malloy won't go, and it's rebounded there by Martinez. So Cumberland scored the last 4 points. Looking for a good performance here. The miss that time is picked up by Bowen. And Vreeland draws another foul. Second team foul against Cumberland. And it's on Martinez, sending Vreeland back to the stripe. Short that time. Vreeland's second attempt, and 1 out of 2. Now for Cumberland, their last game was actually one of their more competitive ones of the season, as they lost by 8 points, a 62-54 decision. They'll turn it over there as stepping out of bounds on the far side is Squillen. So we'll see if they can carry that momentum into a back-to-back good games as Andrews comes up with air. Erico, though, gives him another chance. Erico fakes inside Malloy. Kick it back out. Vreeland, 3 on the way, short.
Nice ball movement there by Brookdale, just not able to get that shot to go in, but nice rebound, nice effort there by Erico, saving that ball out of bounds.
As Squillen fires away, and the rebound to Bowen. Bowen stops, hands it off Vreeland. Bowen gets it back. Her three-pointer. Offensive rebound, Andrews. Vreeland's jump shot inside the arc is way short, and Brookdale's gone a little cold from the floor here.
Yeah, a lot of threes being taken early on for the Jersey Blues. They've had good looks, but they're not going in. So maybe expect the Jersey Blues to try to change things up a little bit, maybe look inside more. So the timeout there by Cumberland, but a lot of threes early on. You know, we talked about Chikashi Andrews being someone who can regularly take threes and someone who is very dangerous behind a three-point line, but Alexa Vreeland also as well is a player who can also shoot the three. So those two players, Cumberland has to get out on and make sure they don't get hot from behind the three-point line. Brianna Bowen also someone as well who can also knock down a couple of threes here and there. So Brookdale has some weapons from behind that three-point line, but Cumberland's going to have to do a better job of getting a hand in their face. They're not making these shots, which is actually surprising. Usually if Brookdale has an opportunity to make those threes from behind the three-point line with either someone like Andrews or Vreeland, more often than not, they're going to go in. Just hasn't happened today, but Cumberland's going to do a better job, in my mind, of boxing out and getting out on those players.
And of course, we mentioned Cumberland is one of 2 club teams in the region. The other is Harrisburg. A travel in the backcourt on is Squillen, so it's a little bit of a mismatch on paper, but you have to like the start they've had this afternoon. Brookdale hasn't yet to find their groove offensively. Fletcher just into the game, knocks down a long 2-pointer. So she came in for Vreeland and immediately makes an impact on the offensive end. 6-point Brookdale lead. A Squillen weaving through traffic all the way to the basket, and it's deflected out. It'll go the other way.
Yeah, one thing I'm noticing for Cumberland is they're getting some trouble being stuck in the backcourt with this full court pressure that Brookdale is forcing upon them. But when you have pressure like that and you're having difficulty getting the ball across midcourt, you have to have all 5 of your players in the backcourt. Cumberland has 2, sometimes 3 players all the way near the paint on the other end of the floor. I'm surprised. If you're having that much difficulty, you got to have all 5 players in the backcourt helping you out.
Fletcher 2 for 2 now. She's had the range from just inside the 3-point line. And it's back to an 8-point Brookdale lead. Again, going to the press, and it's bothered Cumberland, forced them into some mistakes in the early going. Martinez against Malloy. Shot clock's down to 8. Esquilin using the screen, splitting through, floater in the lane, way short, Erico the rebound.
She wanted some contact there with a foul, but this pressure just continues to throw Cumberland off of their rhythm.
Feed the post, Malloy. Fletcher, repost for Malloy. Work it back to the perimeter. Andrews snatches it, gets inside, wild shot. Nearly went up and over the backboard. Malloy flipped it back up. Bowen another try, that won't go, and Brookdale will keep possession.
Yeah, and that's disappointing when you have that many open looks inside the paint. That was also something that Coach Brunson told us pregame. We've got to make those shots when we have the opportunity to in the paint. In a game today against Cumberland, when you only have 5 players on the floor, and obviously Brookdale has a much larger bench, it's not going to hurt you too much. But in some other games that we've seen this year, that issue inside of just not being able to finish in the paint has really hurt the Jersey Blues.
Espada came in on a substitution for Erico. New shot clock to work with. Now Bowen on the drive, lefty floater, got it. So a 6-0 run now for the Jersey Blues. It brought the lead to double figures. Sidani Dawkins with the left hand. It rolls off the rim, rebound Fletcher. Now Andrews backing up. Three minutes to go in the quarter as Andrews misfires. Loose ball underneath, and it's scooped up. Rolling pass on the floor with it, and a held ball.
Nice hustle there by Cumberland, gunning down on the floor, trying to scoop up that loose ball. But one thing I've noticed the last couple of times down the floor is Cumberland has switched up their defense. They're now in what appears to be a 3-2 zone. And what that is that's basically informing me that Ashley Durham, head coach for Cumberland, is telling her players, listen, I don't want any open shots from behind the three-point line along that perimeter. I want to force Brookdale to go inside. That's what that 3-2 defense has done, and that's what Cumberland is hoping to do.
Sidani Dawkins will go to the free throw line, as it'll be Brookdale's second team foul of the quarter. Espada picks up her first. And so Dawkins, the sophomore out of Bridgeton, to the line. It's a Cumberland team that gets the majority of their scoring from 2 players. Dawkins, one of them. 52% free throw shooter.
Yeah, this is a team in general that just does not shoot all that well from the foul line, which has hurt them in different games this year. Hurt them in the last game that they had against Ocean, well, that was a close game on the road.
Yeah, just 39% as a team from the line. That's just not going to get it done. There's Freeland, muscles it up there, and Dawkins the rebound. Duke's looking to push it. Spinning around Vreeland is Dawkins and gets the roll. Nice move that time.
Yeah, Dawkins has shown that ability that she can get inside the paint. She's just struggled to hit her shots, but that time, nice drive down the floor, nice patience, and a nice finish.
Now Malloy, little jumper in the paint, is too strong. Bowen tips it, and the offensive rebound gives Brookdale a second chance. Malloy working in the post, the spin, and gets it to go. Nice move working around Townsend. We're under 2 minutes now in the first. Squillen picked up her dribble. Now she's got to give it to someone. It'll be Dawkins. Taking their time on this possession.
Yeah, Cumberland's got to hurry up here.
Yeah, shot clock's down to 6. As Squillen makes her move, and it's a foul called. So the shot clock was down to 2. Let's see if it is in the act of shooting, so Squillen will go to the line.
Yeah, and that's just a poor foul because the shot clock was down to 2, as you said, Brian. When shot clock gets that low, even if you give up the basket, you don't want to bail the other team out with a foul, because then it automatically will send them to the line.
Squillen is their leading scorer, averaging just under 20 a game for the sophomore out of Vineland.
High arcing foul shot rhythm there for
Didn't get either didn't get either one to drop as Bowen, and back the other way to Dukes. Numbers if they hurry. A Squillen with a nifty move, but threw it up off the glass, and Brookdale will take it.
Yeah, nice job by Squillen. She almost had that nice layup there. The problem was she started to pick up her dribble right by the three-point line and instead of the foul line. And layups are such of a rhythm shot. You really have to be careful when you go to pick up that dribble, particularly when you're running up the floor. You're coming very quickly. Just not able to anticipate it the right way.
Vreeland is open. Vreeland for three. 19-7 as we tick to about 40 seconds to go in this first quarter. The Squillen with Vreeland defending, swing it. Shot on the way is way short, fielded out of the air by Bowen as the attempt came from Townsend. Bowen flips it over Vreeland, knocks it down from the baseline. So now Cumberland can hold for one, down by 14. 10 seconds left. Bowen the steal, working down the sideline. And they got a foul, so she got the steal, and then the foul committed by the Dukes. And it's on Martinez, her second, so now Brookdale will have to work quickly. 4.8 left. Bowen bombs away. Not a bad attempt. And that's how the first quarter ends. Strong one for Brookdale. They put up 21 points, and they lead by 14. After one, 21-7, Brookdale in front. We'll take a break here on Brookdale TV. We'll be right back.
The champ is here! 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 The champ is here!
Start of the second quarter now in Lincroft here at the Collins Arena. Brian Goudsford, Tim Kettlefamo, the rest of our crew with you today in the first game of our doubleheader. A reminder that Jersey Blues basketball on Brookdale TV is brought to you by Joyce's Subs and Pizza, located at 655 Newman Springs Road in Lincroft, and available online at joycessubsandpizza.com. And this is an extra special day here at the Collins Arena. Between games, they will honor the class of 2018 of the Brookdale Athletics Hall of Fame. So stay tuned for that following the conclusion of this one before the men's game begins, as Erico draws the foul to begin this second quarter. Dawkins picks up her first, and Erico to the line.
Yeah, Erico's someone who can contribute on the offensive glass. She's got a lot of rebounds this year. She has a big cheering section at home in Tinton Falls with her grandmother watching in her condo apartment. So she's someone, though, that we've seen at different times this year struggle with some consistency. Later on in the season, though, she's gotten better.
Andrews had it stripped. It'll stay with Brookdale as Martinez knocked it out. Andrews to Erico underneath the basket and gets it to go with the right hand. Pressure on again. And they handle it flawlessly. Townsend's attempt off the glass and in. How about that?
I believe that's the second time she's done that today. Heck of a shot there for Townsend.
Jersey Blues open up the quarter with Andrews, Bowen, Espada, Erico, and Fletcher, and a turnover. Turnover was not one of the players on the court, just in case you're wondering. 1 minute gone by here in the second as Dawkins kicks it. Townsend for three and got it. So how about Anissa Townsend with 5 points here in the second, and it's down to an 11-point Brookdale lead. Fletcher fires a three. That's good. High arcing delivery right on target.
Yeah, and Kayla Fletcher has done that a few times this year, coming off of the bench and knocking down some nice shots.
Dawkins, the spin, had it contested well. We'll stay with the Dukes. Pair of substitutions, Malloy and Vreeland in, Espada, Bowen to the bench. So the inbounds to come from Esquillan. And it's for Dawkins and fouled there by Erico.
That's what Cumberland's going to have to do. They're going to have to go inside and get to the line when they have the opportunity to, with either Dawkins or somebody else, maybe even Esquillan with a drive. Get to the line, try to extend the game as best they can. It's really the only shot that they have here, being able to keep pace with Brookdale.
Especially because one of the factors is the free throw is good, is that the 5 players they have in uniform today are going to have to play the entire game. It's something that we've seen from select other teams in the region. It's just a big disadvantage.
Yeah, it's been a tough year for a couple teams, in particular in this Region 19 conference, and Cumberland is one of them. We talked about how the fact that they've lost 5 games in a row, but they've had 3 games canceled in a row this month, and it's because other teams just have decided either to not play them, or that Cumberland has had difficulty trying to match things up with a small roster. So it's been a rough year for the Cumberland women's team. Looking to try to get into the offseason and build some momentum, though, and come back next year.
Yeah, and you mentioned that they were ranked in the Division III section as soon as a year ago. That's Dawkins, follows it up. But now relegated to one of the 2 club teams and trying to find their footing again. Vreeland, a 3, it's good. So a good start for Vreeland today. And again, Brookdale doubling up the opposition. It's 32-16. Now Dawkins battling with Erico, able to take it back, and then Vreeland the rebound.
And unfortunately not able to finish there, but ripping that rebound away from Erico.
Malloy underneath the basket, swatted by Esquillan. What a recovery that was. She comes up slightly hobbled there. I don't know, maybe she's just doing some jumping jacks.
I tell you what, Cumberland is playing really, really strong defense. I know that they don't have the number of players, and you have to talk about fatigue, you have to talk about mental toughness with only 5 players on the floor for an entire 40 minutes of play. But they're still not allowing Brookdale to have any easy shots.
Andrews won't go. Offensive rebound to Malloy. Sweeping motion and banks it in. I mentioned that the last game Cumberland lost by 8, but all the other games in this current losing streak they're on of 7 games have all been decided by at least 20 points. And losing it out of bounds is Martinez. Jersey Blues overall winners of 4 of their last 5. In the region standings, they rank 4th. So they're in pretty good shape. Second year under Rich Brunson. Malloy back up with it, and the rebound to Dawkins. Slapped away by Andrews, right back for Dawkins. She takes it back underneath. Vreeland nearly had a handle of it, but it'll stay with, now it will go to Brookdale. looked like Vreeland touched it last, but Jersey Blues may have caught a break. Substitution is Malloy to the bench, and coming in is Cooper. Under 6 minutes to the half. And Cooper drops it in for 2.
Yeah, Cooper, a player that we haven't seen a whole lot this year for Brookdale. Very rarely will come off the bench this early on in the game, but slowly has become more and more of a presence. We've seen her the last couple of games, and she's been able to chip in a couple of points. Cumberland's going to call a timeout.
Timeout. Ashley Durham, the head coach for the Dukes, yelling out. She'll bring her team together with 5:24 to go in this second quarter. And I think from a Cumberland standpoint, you have to be somewhat impressed. I mean, we know they're at a big disadvantage, but they've come out with good energy. They've made some shots. You saw the nice block by Esquilin a couple of possessions ago. So you look at the scoreboard, it's a 20-point game, but they've come to play.
Yeah, they certainly have come with a lot of energy, and they're not giving up. And I think the reason why is they have a very good coach in Ashley Durham, who's really getting after her players, energetic on the sidelines, and I think has really kind of encouraged them to continue to play hard because, as you said, Brian, it's hard to come out with just 5 players against such an enormous team on the bench for Brookdale. You have players like Andrews, Erico, Bowen. I mean, so many different players who can step up and score points for the Jersey Blues. It's intimidating, but Cumberland really hasn't allowed that to get to them so far. They're playing hard, and they're doing the best that they can with the situation that they're in this season.
And the shot misses on the inside by Dawkins. And now here comes Brookdale. Bowen streaking toward the basket, won't go, and the rebound was to Townsend. Cumberland will slow down the pace here. Esquilin lines up a 3. It's well off, but the offensive rebound back up and kicking it out of bounds, Cooper.
Yeah, Martini's got to go a little bit harder up with that rebound when she gets in the low block. That's a tough shot, and it's tempting to be easy with it because you think you're really close to the basket. You don't need to push up that hard, but when you get the ball underneath there, you got to go up hard sometimes because it's such a tough shot to make. You have to get off your feet.
That attempt misses, the rebound to Bowen. Long pass, Andrews able to gather it and score.
And Andrews has been pretty quiet in this game. I was about to say, actually, Chikashi Andrews really hasn't put too many points on the board. We know how many points she's capable of putting up on the board. She had 35 in the last game against Middlesex, but it's been pretty quiet so far this afternoon.
Now, overall, she's been on a tear of late the last 6 or so games. Esquilin knocks it down. But today, she's gotten off to a slow start, but you've had players like Vreeland step up and contribute offensively. Andrews for 3, and the rebound to Esquilin, wants to run with it. She bounces it for Gaines on the offensive rebound, and Esquilin scores.
Yeah, nice effort there by Esquilin. Cumberland can show that they can run with the basketball. They just have to have that opportunity.
38-20. Cooper, baseline jumper, tried to go glass, and it's rebounded by Gaines. Now Martinez along the baseline, and it's picked up by Cooper. Andrews works it ahead. Andrews off balance, got it to go. Back to a 20-point cushion now for Brookdale with 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. And Dawkins had it poked away. Esquilin on the drive, swooping in, missed it, rebound Bowen. Now here's Bowen on a 2-on-2. Vreeland travel.
Yeah, it wasn't a great pass there up to Vreeland, and she kind of stumbled a little bit as she was trying to get to the basket. But on the other end for Cumberland, I was just going to say before Esquilin drove to the basket, I'd like to see the Dukes come out and set some picks for Esquilin because she has the ability to drive to the pole and put up some good shots. Just hasn't had the opportunity to do that. We'll see if they do that in this possession.
Erico and Espada are in now for Brookdale. Pass tipped and stolen by Erico. Brookdale running again. It's Bowen to the basket. Has it blocked? Another block from Esquilin. And both of them have come. Brookdale had transition opportunities. This time on the cut and the righty layup. Esquilin's had a strong first half, both ends of the floor as we take another look. Tight squeeze there to get to the basket. Now Erico goes up with it. Offensive rebound Espada. Erico back to the corner. Vreeland pulls up for a shot. It's good. 12 to shoot for the Dukes. Martinez with a spotted defending, back out Esquilin. And stolen by Andrews. It's a 2-on-2 break. Backtrack it, Vreeland inside the arc. Off the rim, no. Offensive rebound, Bowen. Andrews to the basket, and that's good. Under a minute to go now until halftime. Dawkins stolen again. It's a race to the basket with Vreeland. She'll take it herself, and it won't go. Andrews touched it last out of bounds. So now about a 5-second difference, shot and game clock. And a three is well off the mark that time by Gaines. Brookdale can hold for one, but they're moving in a hurry. Now Vreeland backs it out. Inside Erico. Erico with the left hand puts it in. And Rich Brunson's team with a impressive first half. 2 seconds left now. Esquilin the half-court launch. And that's how the half ends. So a couple of good attempts there for Cumberland. They, all things considered, came out with energy, but Brookdale had the upper hand. And at the half, it's 46-22, Brookdale in front. And one thing that we talked about that I think you take as a positive from this first half is Andrews didn't have her best half, but you look at players like Vreeland and Bowen stepping up, leading the charge, and Brookdale building a big lead.
Yeah, and particularly for Alexa Vreeland, we know that she can shoot the ball, but she only averages 7.5 points coming into the game. She's already had that at least by her performance this afternoon. So she stepped up big. We talked about Jakash Andrews not having a thrilling performance from what we're used to seeing, sometimes 30, 35 points on an entire game. But nonetheless, Brookdale's been able to step up with some other players that have come off the bench very nicely, and they're rebounding the basketball very well, which is something that Coach Brunson told us pregame they're going to have to do a better job of. They're doing that in this game. It's just going to be a question of whether they can continue to do that for the rest of the year.
So it's 46-22 here at the break on Hall of Fame Day here at the Collins Arena. We'll take a break for the half right now and come back for the second half on the other side.
Every journey we take in this life starts with a single step. My journey at Brookdale started with that step.
We are all starting a new adventure. Thank you for helping me get my start at Brookdale.
Teaching is all about encouraging a passion.
We are from many countries, We have many things in common to live our American dream.
I believe that education is empowering.
Brookdale is number one. We will always be number one.
Brookdale is the best community college, the finest community college in the entire state of New Jersey.
For one purpose only: student learning.
This is not your ordinary community college. This is an education for the 21st century, a college that learns from industry trends and adapts to the changing job market. This is a group of acclaimed professors and a staff who will stand at your side and help you kick down any door you choose. This is where you can learn a new skill or earn a degree, online or in person, at 6 locations across Monmouth County. This is not your ordinary community college. This is Brookdale. This is college redefined. This is success reimagined.
Hello, my name is Shakesha Andrews. I'm from Monmouth, New Jersey. I'm a point guard, and Brookdale is where I started my career and played basketball.
Hi, my name is Katie Malloy. I'm from Ocean Township, New Jersey. I'm the center on the women's basketball team, and Brookdale for me is a stepping stone between high school and college.
Sorry. Hi, my name is Nicolette Cooper. I'm from Middletown, New Jersey, and my position is forward. Brookdale to me is a place to further my education and to meet new people.
My name is Caleb Fletcher. I'm from Freelborough High School. I play the guard position, and Brookdale is a 2-year school to start off my career and my basketball career.
My name is Alexis Espada, and I'm from Matawan, New Jersey. I play the forward and guard position, and Brookdale is important to me because I continue my education and to play basketball here.
My name is Brianna Bowen. I'm from Neptune, New Jersey, and my position is a forward. Brookdale to me is a place for education and to play basketball.
My name is Tariq Holmes. I'm a freshman. I'm a point guard. I'm at Brookdale to further my basketball career.
I recruited this man. He's like a stepson to me. Just like, he's not really. He don't give me any money.
Get out of here.
Nothing.
Get out of here.
Look, Brookdale, Jersey Blue.
You gotta put him in it.
Hi, my name is Zachary Lucani. I'm from Teaneck, New Jersey. I play the guard, and Brookdale for me is a home where I could play basketball and get a good education to better myself.
My name is Fres Cabrera. I'm from Perth Amboy, New Jersey. Buckets near you. They call me Mr. Jelly. My position is shooting guard, and what has Brookdale did for you has been bettering my education and furthering my knowledge.
My name is Jameek Moore from Hackensack, New Jersey. I'm the point guard for Brookdale, and I'm here to further my education in criminal justice. I'm proud to be a Jersey Blue.
My name is Grant Good from Matawan, New Jersey. I'm a guard, and Brookdale's going to take me to my next basketball school.
I'm Kyle Bradshaw. I'm a guard from Tinton Falls, New Jersey, and Brookdale is the first step to what I want to do in life.
My name is Matt Ringel. I'm from Marlboro, New Jersey. I play forward, and what Brookdale means to me, it gives you another opportunity to decide what you want to do with your life.
How y'all doing? I'm Makai Morgan from Piscataway, New Jersey, P-Way, you know. I'm a point guard here at Brookdale Community College. What I like about Brookdale is that not only is it a good athletic school, also you could get good academic help from here and get your degree and prosper from there.
My name is Kenny LaRocca. I'm from Marlboro, New Jersey. I play guard, and Brookdale to me is a place to further my education and play basketball.
My name is Mark Serbo. I'm from Middletown, New Jersey. I play point guard, and Brookdale to me is a place to further my education.
My name is Stephon Forbes. I'm from East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. I play point guard and also the shooting guard. And Brookdale for me is just a big opportunity and a big step in my academic and college athletic career.
My name is Jordan Hernandez from Passaic, New Jersey, position guard. Brookdale for me is a place of growth and maturity and create a future and more.
Denzel Lampley, Newark, New Jersey, 6'3" guard, sometimes forward, depending on the matchup. Brookdale is a place of opportunity. It has a winning culture. If you want to come here, you have fun, you win. It's a great school.
Hi, my name is Anthony Mcneil from Asbury Park, New Jersey. I'm a 6'2" freshman guard / forward. Brookdale for me means a new beginning, a new opportunity. Here at Brookdale, we have a great basketball program coached by Coach Chizek, who's been here for over 25 years, and he's doing a great job. He knows what it takes to get us all together for one common goal. This year, we have a great basketball team, and we expect to be the best in the country.
Hi, my name is Rich Brunson, the head coach here at Brookdale Women's Basketball, and I'm going to talk to you about my team a little bit. So far, we have an 8-2 record, which probably complements our defense. Defense is probably the key to our winning. We go up and down the floor, but most importantly, we stress defense. And in our conference, it's really a lot of good teams. You have the Gloucesters, you have the Camdens, and you have the Middlesex, who's our biggest rivalry also. So what we try to do is make sure we watch a lot of film to make sure we be prepared to play those teams. Second part of the semester, we lost a couple players, but all in all, the bench players will have to pick up the slack. I think if we improve on our practices, we'll do a great job this season.
Having trouble declaring a major? Or do you have a degree and don't know exactly what to do with it yet? Well, look no further because the Major Fair is here for you. Hi, I'm Sophia Perola, and welcome to Brookdale's second annual Major Fair, where students can explore various academic options, find out what jobs are in their field of study, and talk with department representatives who can assist them in the decision-making process.
I'm the Director of Career Services here at Brookdale, and today we're at the Major Exploration Fair to help students learn more about what they can do in certain careers, what they can do with their majors, and then also to talk about all the hands-on learning opportunities that we offer. We do have a great online job and internship database that every student is able to register for and utilize, has hundreds of employers and jobs in there right now and internships, so great resource. We have a lot of good resources. There's a lot of great tables here. The faculty are here representing their majors. So I think this is a great way for them to be introduced to it. And then it takes a little bit of research, and students are always able to come and talk to anyone in career services about their careers and their majors as well.
I'm Joe Verone. I'm a professor in the English department here at Brookdale.
So how do you think that the English department can connect with prospective students at the Major Fair?
Oh, the Major Fair I think is great. Students don't usually think of English as a career option, and I think it's nice in an informal setting like this to just have people come around, say hi, meet like real human beings behind a table. So it's really an effective way for us to kind of reach out to students.
I'm Professor Schaefer, and I am from the Business Management Department. I'm representing business, economics, accounting, etc. So it kind of gives them an idea of all the variety of things that you can do out there in the business world. We kind of give them a direction and a path on which they can take to be successful and profitable and produce and give to the economy as a whole. It's my first time at the event, and there's a lot of students here, and I'm getting a lot of questions, so I really think it's a good idea, and they're interested.
I'm junior, my major is communications and minor in business. This whole fair is beneficial to anybody who wants to graduate and succeed in life. I want to pursue my my career, because being here and like talking to my professors, I feel like I owe it to my professors to at least go out and do good, because they take their time to teach you, and the school takes their time to put up these fairs. So why not actually like take the information you learn and use it, and come back one day and say, hey, I did this.
So my name is Joe Walsh. I'm the Assistant Director of Off-Campus Programs for Rutgers University, and I'm here today representing the Rutgers-Brookdale Partnership. We're very glad to be here. Rutgers has been partnered with Brookdale since 1998. One of the hardest things we've had in terms of recruiting is that a large number of Brookdale students still don't know we're here. So this is a way to be visible out in front of students, just in their daily lives without being too intrusive. And we understand not everyone's going to come to Rutgers University, but since we have a special partnership with Brookdale, we want to be wherever Brookdale students are, let them know that we wanted them to think of themselves as Rutgers students now, and to make the transition and the transfer as seamless as possible.
A lot of times we focus our energy with the academic departments on selling Brookdale to incoming students, and then we have students here who might be questioning their degree choices. This is a way for current Brookdale students to learn more about what's offered at Brookdale, what they could do with a specific program of study, and just a little bit more information about what's happening here.
Well, that's a wrap. It sounds like the major fair was a major success. To learn more about what Brookdale has to offer, visit our website at brookdalecc.edu. I'm Sophia Parola. Thanks for watching.
My name is Malcolm Bryson. I'm from Asbury Park. When I was graduating from high school, I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I began to explore my options. I took a business course here at Brookdale, and I realized that business was not for me. I later found out that the National Guard pays for tuition at state universities, so I decided to go down that path. There I was trained to operate heavy construction equipment. When I graduated from training, I applied here to Brookdale as a civil engineering major. My first class here at Brookdale was Engineering 105, which is a class that briefly tells you about engineering and the different fields of engineering. After that class, I realized that civil engineering was the career path that I wanted to pursue. It took a lot for me to step out of my comfort zone and engage with the other students. And once I actually got to know them and became friends with them after long semesters, I realized that we're pretty much the same, struggling to get through the heavy course load. Brookdale is a great place to start, especially for someone that comes from a small high school. The class sizes are small. Teachers actually take the time to learn your name and engage with you. And also Brookdale has a lot of the same opportunities that four-year schools offer.
And welcome back inside the Collins Arenas. We're getting set for the start of the second half now. Brian Cadsword, Tim Kettlefamo here with you, and we'll pick up the action on the court. Martinez has it blocked, and out of bounds. It'll stay on this end. Inbounds to the corner, blocked on the perimeter by Bowen. 3-on-2 break, ahead for Vreeland, lefty layup, gets it to go. This is now the largest lead of the day, as Brookdale up by 26. Esquilin, one dribble and a jumper. She has a high-arcing shot, frustrated with herself after missing everything, and the Jersey Blues will have it. As you see, the nice transition basket by Vreeland. Start the half with Andrews, Bowen, Malloy, Errico, and Vreeland. The original starting five on the floor. Malloy posting up, and two strong rebound is Esquilin. Dawkins working against Andrews, fading away off the rim, rebound Erico. Now Erico brings it across, picks up Andrews, her three-pointer, and the rebound to Squillen. Squillen backs up now, moves in on Vreeland. Foul is called, free throws coming, as Vreeland will pick up the first of this third quarter.
Yeah, and that's something that I talked about in the first half for Cumberland. I think they're going to have to go inside and start getting to the foul line, particularly with Squillen, because she's so good at driving the ball inside. She just needs the opportunity in the lane to be able to do so. So look for Cumberland possibly in the second half to free her up and have her get the opportunity to try to get to the basket for either a layup or a shot inside the paint.
1 out of 2 from the line, and Erico may have taken a shot to the nose area.
Yeah, I think she got hit in the nose trying to bring down that rebound.
It's another opportunity for Cumberland. With a new shot clock, is Squillen the inbound. Dawkins in the paint, blocked but a foul. So Sidani Dawkins now to the line for the Dukes. It's on Erico, her second.
And we talked about Dawkins as one of the leading scorers on this team. The problem is Dawkins has struggled from the foul line this year, which has really impacted her from not having more points on the board in each game.
52% free throw shooter. That's above the season mark for Cumberland as a team, which is under 40%. 48-24. Now Bowen, the floater in the lane, rolls off. Offensive rebound to Erico. And Malloy had it for a second, but is Squillen the other way. It's a 3-on-2 break. A Squillen nice move. Can't finish it. Offensive rebound gains. Bowen got a piece, and Brookdale the steal. And Dawkins takes it away. Now Dawkins taking on a pair of defenders. She'll back it out.
Yeah, Dawkins didn't have the numbers there. A smart move to back it out.
Squillen against Andrews. A long three, and just Townsend just heaved it up there. I'm not sure why, because the shot clock still had some seconds to work with, but Townsend decided to hoist it, and it fell way short.
Yeah, I mean, she had the look, but she was almost near the mid-court line. I think she may have forgotten where she was on the floor, and maybe she thought that the shot clock was farther down and getting ready to expire. Not sure, but definitely not a high percentage shot there for Townsend.
I would say not. As Fletcher came in for Brookdale. She's in the corner. Vreeland for Bowen. Bowen a jab step, a three. Offensive rebound, Malloy. Brookdale's gotten their share of offensive rebounds. To the corner, Fletcher tries a three, that's short. Long rebound, and it's snatched by Martinez. Bowen takes it away.
Yeah, just lazy passing there for Cumberland. Really kind of been there all afternoon, leading to these turnovers in the second half.
Andrews in and out, tipped in the rebound to a Squillen.
Brookdale has kind of backed off on that full court pressure that they were pushing on Cumberland in the first half, and obviously they're up 48-24, not really any urgency to continue to put the pressure on, but since they've backed off with the pressure, that's allowed them, at least for Cumberland, I feel, to come down the floor and to set up their offense more. When they were being pressed in the first half by Brookdale, it really never allowed Cumberland to come down the floor and get set.
You got to look there a moment ago at a few of the honorees for the Hall of Fame class of 2018. And so it is an extra special day here at the Collins Arena on Brookdale TV. Jersey Blues basketball being brought to you by Joyce's Subs and Pizza. And they're located at 655 Newman Springs Road in Lincroft. Online at joycesubsandpizza.com. So a timeout right now taken by Cumberland. It's Brookdale looking to start another winning streak here. Their previous one came to an end last weekend, that game against UConn Avery Point. But then they bounced back with a big win over Middlesex, a team they're battling with in the Region 19 standings. They won that one 84-60, and now looking to make it back-to-back wins if they can be victorious here today.
Yeah, this is going to be a big game, obviously, to try to get that momentum back. But another thing that Brookdale, I mentioned it at the beginning of the broadcast, they have two crucial games coming up on the road. They go to Community College of Philadelphia on Tuesday, and then they have Northampton for their final regular season game on the 17th, a Saturday. So those two games on the road will be crucial for this team. They'll have Ocean here at home on Thursday night, but that's a game that I think Brookdale should be able to handle very easily. It's going to be those two games on the road against Philly and against Northampton that'll really show whether or not this team is ready to try to take on a Region 19 title.
And the shot by Townsend misses, and it's scooped up by Malloy. Andrews looking ahead, long pass for Bowen, able to catch it, making like a wide receiver. Now Andrews to the basket and scoops it up and in.
Yeah, and how about that catch by Bowen, Brian? I took the words out of my mouth. Looked like a wide receiver there, so she cradled that ball. And then, of course, Andrews there with the finish, but what a catch.
50-24 now, Brookdale leads. Martinez draws defenders. Now it's Gaines on the outside, and she travels. Well, it's always one area that teams at the bottom of the standings seem to struggle with in terms of holding on to the basketball, and the turnover bug has bitten Cumberland here today. Now Vreeland driving, poked away by Esquillan. I think they got a foul. They did. Team foul number 1 against the Dukes.
And when you only have 5 players on the floor, you obviously always think about fouls and how that's going to be critical, not foul out of the game. But Cumberland has done a decent job. They haven't really found themselves in too much foul trouble so far.
Andrews connects with Malloy, and she puts it in. Working around to Martinez. Andrews playing the passing lane, the steal. The bounce ahead, Bowen waits for it and goes up and lays it in.
Yeah, nice job by Bowen adjusting to what she thought was going to be contact in the paint and somehow able to get the basket to go.
And now the margin is 30. Dawkins, a tough shot. And he tracks back out for Martinez in some trouble. Now posting up. And giving it away was Dawkins. Bowen's the team leader in steals. She takes a bump, bounce it for Fletcher, swing it. Andrews wide open, sets, drills it, a 3.
And we kind of expected that. Anytime you give Andrews an open look, more often than not, she's going to knock down that 3. But as we talked about at halftime, she was pretty quiet so far in this game. Not tremendous amount of scoring for Andrews. We'll see if she'll turn up the heat in the second half.
Coming off a 35-point game her last time, Martinez had it rattle out. Bowen whips it ahead, Andrews. Drive and kick. Fletcher this time won't go. Long rebound for Martinez. Here's Dawkins giving it up. Esquillan, no. And it's rebounded by Malloy. Vreeland, little spin, but double dribble. Substitution as Nicolette Cooper comes in. And it looks like it'll be a second change. Now Espada. Vreeland to the bench, and now Fletcher as well. 57-24 with 3:36 to go, third quarter. Martinez.
I'm not sure why Martinez stopped there. She had a lane. She pulled up too soon in the paint.
Intercepted by Esquillan. Cumberland will try to fight back and get closer. Well, they got a steep hill to climb, down by 33, batted out of bounds by Malloy. And 13 on the shot clock as Esquilin will inbound it. Bunch set.
Ooh.
And throw it off Cooper, and that's the second game in a row that we've seen that work against Brookdale. As Bowen takes the rebound. And Andrews draws the foul.
It's not a bad move. The thing is, though, that I've learned, at least when you used to play high school, is if you did that, you got to make sure that you don't throw it hard enough that it starts to tick the guy off that you're throwing it on, because it's not a foul. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but you got to be really careful when you throw it against someone's back like that when they're not expecting. It's a smart play, but you just got to make sure it's not taken as a personal shot. Now, of course, if you're annoyed and you want to get even with a guy, well, then there's your opportunity.
As Cooper comes in, Andrews' first attempts at the line today. She's now up to just under 21 points a game for the year and 2 free throws.
I mean, I never intentionally ever threw the ball at someone like that. Of course not.
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, Cumberland really spreading out here in this possession.
And losing it was Dawkins. Now here's Bowen, floats it up, and it's off the front rim. She follows it up, though. Gets it to go, +1. Chance for a three-point play, Brianna Bowen, as Brookdale has completely run away with things now in this third quarter.
Yeah, Cumberland just is not being able to get the shots that they need on offense to at least sort of stay pace with Brookdale. And I think now you're starting to see, particularly now as we get towards the late stages of the third, fatigue starting to set in with only 5 players on the floor.
Bowen converts the three-point play. There's Ashley Durham. She's in her first season as the head coach of this Cumberland team, as they try to work their way to better things.
Yeah, good coach. Someone who's getting on her players, very smart. Problem is, she's got an uphill battle this year because of only having 5 players on the roster. But I think if Cumberland allows that team to gel with Durham as their head coach, I think they'll get better as the years go on.
Martinez on the last turnover. 2 minutes to go now in the third. Andrews for 3, got it. So it's now a 41-point lead. Of course, Cumberland has already surpassed their point total when these two teams met the first time in December. They scored only 20, blocked by Erico, and then the battle for the basketball, it's a jump ball. And Brookdale will take over. So they scored 20 the first meeting in December, and they've already got 24, so progress slowly but surely. Of course, the Jersey Blues scored a season-high 119 points in that earlier meeting. Probably not going to get to that total, but on their way to another impressive number. This is Andrews, not a foul called.
Yeah, and that 119 points that they beat Cumberland by in late December was actually the highest point total that they had scored all year. They had gotten close, but never had they come that much over 100 to 119 in one game.
And they held the Dukes to just 4 points in the second half of that game.
Well, they're on pace to do that so far. I mean, right now, Cumberland has really just struggled to put any points on the board here in the third, so we're keeping pace with that.
Andrews, who, of course, earlier in the year became a 1,000-point scorer for her Brookdale career. And she's had as many as 50 points in a game this season. Well, Cumberland hung around for a while, but it's gotten away from them here in the second half. It's Martinez drives, and then will go to the line.
Yeah, one thing that Cumberland has done here in the third quarter, I'm not really sure, maybe this is a halftime adjustment, that the Cumberland coaching staff wanted to make. But every time they come down the floor on offense, they're extremely spread out. Brookdale being in the man-to-man defense, I'm not sure if they're trying to clear a pathway for maybe someone like Esquilin to drive to the bucket, or if it's a little bit of a different strategy. But in this first half, they were not as spread out. They were very clustered, kind of in the middle of the paint, and they had themselves some options there, but maybe some differing strategies. So that's the one thing I'm noticing here in the third quarter for Cumberland. It's not really working out so far, though, very well.
And Martinez just a 33% shooter, and comes up empty there as the Jersey Blues will have it. On the floor with Andrews, Bowen, Erico, Espada, and Cooper. A game like this, you get a chance to play some of your non-regulars. Espada had it go through her hands. And for Cumberland, this may be their final game of the season. As you mentioned, they've had several games get canceled this year as Esquilin draws the foul. And on their schedule, it appears that the next 3 games they originally had scheduled are going to be canceled. So we'll see how that unfolds, but it's been a long and grueling year for the Dukes. Esquilin, though, one of the bright spots. Splits a pair at the line. Dawkins goes back up and lays it in.
Yeah, between Esquilin and Dawkins, Cumberland's really been able to kind of stay at least halfway decent on offense. The problem is they're just being outscored and really outplayed on both ends of the floor, primarily because Brookdale has such a large bench and they can substitute players and rotate them in fairly frequently, whereas Cumberland's just got the same 5 players on the floor.
Shot clock turned off. Esquilin misses the running layup. Now Brookdale can hold for 1 in the final 10 seconds. Inside Bowen, tough angle, swing it back out. Cooper, short. And there'll be about a second to go. They'll go over to Cumberland. 9/10 of a second exactly. Will they even put it up? No. So after 3, Brookdale really took control there in that third quarter, and they've opened up now a 40-point lead. 3 quarters complete. Jersey Blues 67, Cumberland 27. We'll take a break right now and come back. Back inside the Collins Arena, Brian Goudsworth, Tim Catalfamo here with you as the Jersey Blues will look to put on the finishing touches of a victory here this afternoon. And they're well on their way against Cumberland, leading by 40. As we start this fourth quarter, it's 67-27. Cumberland will open up with the basketball. It's Dawkins, gets inside. There's a whistle. Double dribble is called. They'll open up the quarter with Andrews on the bench. Why not, with the score being what it is? So it's Fletcher, Vreeland, Erico, Malloy, and Cooper. Cooper fakes, drives baseline, puts it up. Malloy back up with it. That won't go. Third chance. And a foul called underneath the basket. Townsend picks up her first.
offensive foul there, I think, on Fletcher.
So it comes before the inbounds. You don't often see that. And Martinez on the outside. Esquilin, the acceleration to the basket, and the rebound to Erico. And Malloy will go to the line. Pass came from Fletcher. To see Ashley Durham there on the Cumberland sideline. Malloy has been very active today, especially on the offensive and defensive glass, and we talked about that Rich Brunson wanted to see his team be more physical, wanted them to rebound better. Well, they've done that, and Malloy has been a big reason why.
Yeah, she certainly has tried to step up. The problem that Brookdale has had is they've had opportunities with players like Malloy and even a couple of other, Bethany Burton as well, earlier on in the season, that have just not been able to get as many points as they have had opportunities. Malloy has gotten the ball inside, and she's someone who is a good presence down low for Brookdale. The problem is they just haven't sometimes executed inside the paint. That was something that Coach Brunson talked to us pregame, as you said, Brian. They've got to do a better job of finishing off in the paint. They get the ball down low to Malloy, to Erico, and the players that are in the paint, they have opportunities to score. They just can't seem to finish, and that's a big problem, particularly when you can't get those shots inside to go.
Here comes Vreeland, like a blur to the basket, but couldn't finish. Strong move, though. And now it's Esquilin. It'll go out of bounds and stay with Cumberland.
And now we got another whistle. I'm not sure what that's.
I think it was because Martinez stepped beyond the out-of-bounds line. They wanted to reset there. And stepping out of bounds, I think, was Esquilin. So for Brookdale, this is a stretch here of 3 straight games against bottom teams in the standings as Malloy is fouled. As they'll face Philadelphia on Tuesday. That's a game that we saw last year, one of the biggest blowouts we've ever done. And then, of course, Ocean, who last year was a pretty competitive team, but lost a few of their key players, and so they are suffering through a tough season as well before they finish out against Northampton.
Those 2 games, though, on the road against Philadelphia and against Northampton, they'll be critical games because that'll really test to see what this team has late on in the season. As you see a steer there by Vreeland.
And coasting to the basket, missed it.
And then the last home game, as you said, Brian, is against Ocean on Thursday. You talked about the struggles that they've had this year, but really it's those 2 road trips that I think are going to be important for this team to kind of finish out the season strong, particularly at Northampton. That's going to be a very tough game. Northampton, a powerhouse team in the region, particularly on the road. That's a tough place to play. So that'll be a big test for this team to see what they have heading into the tournament. And of course, remember, in order to get to the national tournament, you have to win your conference tournament. There's no automatic berths unless you win that tournament. That is an automatic berth. So for Brookdale, they have a long stretch ahead of them, but they're going to have to do a better job against teams like Northampton if they want to have that opportunity.
Vreeland stole the inbounds, kicks back to the back court. Now Malloy, an easy layup.
And Malloy, nice job stepping around the defender, going hard to the basket there.
She's had a good afternoon. As Dawkins has it rejected, and it's Malloy. And Vreeland gets around Esquilin, and Esquilin committed the foul.
Yeah, Now the fouls starting to add up here for Cumberland in this second half. Now that's their 4th team foul.
Now Andrews comes in now. Probably be her last stint on the floor. Vreeland to the bench.
Yeah, that might be the last time we see Vreeland actually all game.
Andrews wide open. And Martinez the rebound.
Yeah, Andrews just has not quite been herself tonight. I know she's played well, and obviously she's been able to get some nice shots, but hasn't really been Andrews' afternoon on the floor. It just has not quite looked as consistent as we have seen in different games. Hasn't really hurt Brookdale's effort today, but usually that's a shot that she'll make very easily. Just hasn't quite been on her game today, but nonetheless has had a pretty decent day with chipping in and contributing some points off and on the floor.
As you see the Jersey Blues huddled up for the timeout. You know, one thing that's kind of characterized this season for Brookdale's, it's been very streaky. You think back to the beginning of the season when they played those out-of-conference games against some Division I opponents, and they started with a losing streak, but then it was win 4 or 5 in a row, then lose 3 or 4 in a row. It's kind of been the way things have gone this year.
Yeah, inconsistency has been a problem. That's really kind of been something that Coach Brunson has just struggled with all year. They've had some nice efforts against some nice teams, and then they'll come out on different nights and just not get off to a very good start and just play catch-up the rest of the game. So it's really just been inconsistencies this year that have been the problem for this women's basketball team. They have the talent, they have the pieces, they just have to sometimes put them all together. And at different times this year, they haven't been able to do that. In today's effort, obviously, they've had a very good game, but it's not going to be always as easy against some of the other teams that they're going to have to play, not only for the rest of the season, as I talked about Northampton, that's going to be a tough game, but particularly in the tournament, in the Region 19 Conference tournament, that's going to be some very tough teams towards the top of the conference standings that Brookdale's going to have to be on top of their game when they start to be competitive.
As Cooper misses, and it will be Brookdale basketball. I don't think they knew it right away. Spada pulls up for a shot. And Townsend can't control the rebound.
Yeah, and you can just see the fatigue for Cumberland now really starting to set in. This is now going on almost 35 minutes of basketball that all 5 of these players have been on the floor, still fighting, but you can just tell the fatigue and the energy is just not there as it was in the first half.
Andrews, meanwhile, not feeling fatigued as she just got a long rest and knocks down the jumper. Now Martinez from a sharp angle. Final 6 minutes. And Andrews can't connect with Malloy. And Cumberland, the overall record is 2-14. Both of their wins, though, have come at home, as they have yet to win a game on the road, and that will continue. They'll drop to 0-9 away from their home court. Fletcher for 3. And now Andrews' floater banks in.
And she makes it look so easy and just effortlessly able to drive the ball inside. That's a tough shot. That's not an easy shot. Put it off the glass with the floater as you're driving to the bucket, but she's done that multiple times this year, and she just makes it look so easy.
That's Vreeland in transition. Back out for Fletcher. Hits the jumper, long 2. It's kind of been her spot with a foot on the line today, and she's impacted the offensive end.
Yeah, and Fletcher, a player we talked about, coming off of the bench the last few games and contributing very nicely.
Nice pass by Andrews to Fletcher, basket, and the foul.
And that's on Andrews. That was a heck of a pass. I mean, just crisp bounce pass, low enough so that nobody else on Cumberland could get it except for Fletcher, and then Fletcher with the finish at the other end.
Bowen will come in. And Bowen, who actually had a triple-double when these two teams last met in the third category, is ordinarily assists, but for Bowen in that game, it was steals. And we will get a timeout. So we'll take a break down to 4:35 left to go here on Brookdale TV. We'll be right back.
Like a lot of people, I thought community college was a backup option, a discount education. But now, I can't imagine starting anywhere else. Brookdale challenged me. I had the tools and the faculty I needed to grow, both as a student and an engineer. Today, I'm transferring to a prestigious university and finishing a fellowship at NASA. I'm Nick Sikowski, and I came to Brookdale to save money on college. I never imagined it would be the smartest move I ever made.
I love the
Dominating performance for the Jersey Blues this afternoon. As we wrap up the first game of our doubleheader, there'll be a ceremony in between games to honor the Brookdale Athletics Hall of Fame class of 2018. And then we'll have a marquee matchup as the men's game will begin. And the two top teams in the region will go head-to-head starting at about 2 o'clock, maybe delayed just slightly because of the ceremony. As Esquilin able to get a shot to go for the Dukes. It's a rare score for them in the second half. As Andrews fires away, won't go. Long rebound to Martinez. Come up on the final 4 minutes of play. Martinez almost carried it and able to get to the basket for two. Fletcher, that's been her spot. This one's off. Dawkins the rebound. And all the way to the basket for the righty layup.
Nice job there by Dawkins. Had a nice lane to the basket, was taking their time. Nice drive. Just unfortunately a little bit too little, too late.
And there's another look. Bowen gets inside along the baseline. Cooper gets it to go.
Yeah, Cooper's liked that shot from the baseline. That's really kind of been her area where she's liked to shoot the basketball.
And she's gotten some minutes here today with the score being out of hand. 50-point game. Squillen fouled. And any fouls when you're up by 50 points, I think, can be categorized as silly.
Well, I mean, Cumberland is certainly continuing to fight, and Brookdale's just trying to perform as best they can on defense. But I agree with you, Brian. Certainly when you're up by 50 points, there's really no need to foul the opposing team.
Squillen wasting no time getting rid of those free throws.
Really quick there.
And Espada, the miss. Well, Esquilin has done her part for Cumberland. She just doesn't have a whole lot of help on the floor, but she's certainly a player that can compete in this region. Espada. Bowen puts it on the board.
Interesting about Bowen, the last game that Brookdale played against Middlesex on Thursday, they won that game. Bowen spent the majority of the evening on the bench, but somehow she was able to get 21 points in. So certainly someone that can really turn it on very quickly.
Got a steal there. And Andrews will go to the line. Gaines has fouled out of the game. She wasn't much of a factor today, and now Cumberland will play with 4 players. In the final minute 59.
This time we have all of our class of 2018 Hall of
You think back to the start of the year for Andrews, and she actually somewhat struggled. She didn't seem to find her groove until about the midpoint, but ever since she has, she's taken off.
Yeah, she didn't start all that well in the beginning of the year, and as a matter of fact, this entire team really didn't look all that strong at the very beginning. But they've turned it on the last couple of weeks, and certainly as they got to the midway point of the season, Andrews started to find her groove again. Players like Vreeland and Bowen started to step up. So this team has had a lot of time to try to gel. And I think towards the end of the season, which is when you want to be your strongest, they certainly have started to show a lot more effort.
Chance for a three-point play as Bowen got hit hard. Dawkins picks up her third. It's the 17th foul of the quarter against the Dukes. We're going to fall to 2-15 overall on the year, while Brookdale will go to a record of 16-10. It'll keep them at 4th place in the region standings with 3 games remaining. That's Dawkins, saves it, and it comes out for Cooper. Lob it ahead, Bowen, the catch, lay in, and the foul. Bowen's been doing some late damage here in garbage time.
And unfortunately for Cumberland, they just keep hurting themselves with these late fouls. Unfortunately, that's the second and one now that possibly Brookdale's going to be able to complete in a row.
And there's Gaines, the lone player on the Cumberland bench, leaving her team with only 4 on the court. A game that they started out, I have to say, probably better than expected, but just kind of ran out of gas as the game went along into the 3rd quarter. Martinez lost it.
You have to give credit to Cumberland, though. They continued to fight hard for the entire 40 minutes. I mean, they did not give up. Fatigue, as I talked about in the second half, started to become a problem towards the end of the 3rd quarter, but they still continued to fight as hard as they could with now only 4 players on the floor, but predominantly with 5 throughout the entirety of the game.
And we're now inside a minute to go. So again, coming up will be the ceremony in between games. And then it'll be the men's game, and that figures to be very entertaining. Of course, Jersey Blues are still undefeated, a really amazing 24-0 record.
Yeah, they're number 1 in the country, too. So, and this is going to be a tough game, kind of previewing that game, if you will. It's going to be a tough game because Cumberland is also a team on the men's side that has had a pretty decent year. They've won 9 of the last 10 games, so this is going to be a good challenge for Brookdale. Number 1 team in the country. Cumberland certainly has a lot of players on their side that can shoot the basketball pretty well, so it should be a very interesting way to finish out a pretty nice afternoon at the Collins Arena.
So that's coming up here on Brookdale TV. We thank you for joining us for our opener, and hope you'll stay with us for game number 2 as well.
Yeah, we've finally been able to get a doubleheader in without one of us being out ill or something, right? Last couple of weeks been crazy.
You've recovered from your, was it an ear infection you were dealing with?
It was sore, swollen glands, which is something that you never, ever want to experience.
That's not good conditions to be broadcasting, that's for sure. So we're glad you're back with us after a 1-game absence as we get a foul.
And the entire Cumberland bench there was saying, don't foul there. Unfortunately, I think that was a Squillen, and that's her 4th personal, but nonetheless, just adding insult to injury there for the Dukes.
So Squillen has 4 personals. Vreeland's gotten a number of opportunities at the line. So 1 more attempt, and then this one will just about be in the books. 95 37. Let's see if Cumberland will bother to take a last shot in the final 10 seconds. Moving it around. Martinez almost got it to go at the horn. And that'll wrap it up. So the Jersey Blues dominate this one as they take down Cumberland. The final score today, Brookdale 95 and Cumberland 37. So a game where Brookdale keeps pace in the region standings. They stay number 4th. And you look ahead for this team because we're now down the stretch of the season, only 3 games left, and then it's on to the tournament and hopefully the nationals, and you hope they can put forth a lot of good performances to stay at a high level going forward.
Well, certainly this game certainly gives the team a lot of confidence, but it's going to be a nice test to see what the team has late in the year. We've talked several times during the broadcast, the Northampton game at the end of the month, that's going to be crucial. They go on the road against Philadelphia. Philadelphia is much improved over last year, so those 2 games are going to be critical, and then, of course, they have the home game with Ocean here in the middle of those 2 games. But this is a pretty good effort, and I will say one thing about this game. Give Cumberland effort. They continued to play hard for the entire 40 minutes. Certainly didn't have as many players, didn't have the depth, didn't have what they needed, but certainly continued to play hard. But on Brookdale's end, for the women's side, this is a team now that Coach Brunson can go back and look at and say, okay, this is what we need to do well. We boxed out better. We're able to get better rebounds. We're able to do a better job on offense. This is what we have to do going forward if we want to have a shot at that region title and even have a shot at the national title.
So with that, the first game of our doubleheader is over. As the Jersey Blues win it, they have now won back-to-back games. So we'll step aside now. We have the ceremony coming up in between games, and then Tim and I will be back for the start of the men's game. This is Jersey Blues basketball here on Brookdale TV.
Ocean First Challenge because it will help change the lives of our students here at Brookdale.
Because it opens doors for my community.
It will allow me to transfer to a 4-year college of my dreams.
Starting off with Jim Hunter, a veteran broadcaster and Brookdale alumnus. Entering his 21st season as a member of the Orioles broadcast team, Hunter will call a majority of games for the Orioles radio network and the Mid-Atlantic Sports Network this year. Throughout his nearly 40-year career as a broadcaster, Hunter has also covered the Olympic Games, the Super Bowl, and the National League Championship Series. A 1977 graduate of St. John Vianney High School in Homedale, Hunter first began covering sports as a Brookdale student, reporting on the Jersey Blues for Brookdale Public Radio. He is a past recipient of the Radio TV Media Excellence Award from the New Jersey Sports Writers Association, was named 2002 Maryland Sportscaster of the Year by the National Sportscasters and Sports Writers Association, and is a member of the St. John Vianney High School Athletics Hall of Fame. Now we have Doug Welsh, who served as the head men's soccer coach for the Jersey Blues from 1977 to 1988, and as head men's golf coach from 1990 to 2014. He is the longest tenured coach in college history in both sports. Throughout his combined 35 years on the field and the links, Welsh coached numerous All-American, All-Region, and All-Conference student athletes. In 1983, Welsh coached the men's soccer team to its first ever National Junior College Athletic Association National Championship Tournament and an NJCAA Regional 19 title. He finished his soccer coaching career with a staggering 150-45-8 record. He has also served as a Brookdale Automotive Technology professor for the past 4 decades. Doug Welsh, everyone. Next Next up, we have Jeannie Morris Cotta, who played with women's soccer from 1981 to 1982 for Wall High School. A trailblazer for Brookdale women's soccer in the earliest years of the program, Cotta is regarded as one of the most talented and influential players in Jersey Blues history. At a time when women's soccer teams were not organized into divisions and players received no year-end awards, Cotta averaged a staggering 2 goals per game over the course of 2 seasons, helping to put the Jersey Blues and women's soccer on the map. Jeannie Morris Cotta. Next we have Glenn Gargan, who played on from 1982 to 1983 for Neptune High School. One of the top defenders in program history, Gargan helped lead the Jersey Blues to their first ever NJCAA National Championship tournament in 1983. He received all-region honors in 1983 and was selected to the Garden State Athletic Conference's all-conference team in both 1983 and 1984. Glenn Gargan. And next we have Jay Ham. Men's basketball from 1991 to 92 from Freehold Borough High School. A prolific shooter for the Jersey Blues, Ham led the nation in scoring during the 1991 to 92 season by averaging 31.5 points per game. He received all-region honors and was selected to the Garden State Athletic Conference's all-conference team. J-Ham, everyone. Next up, Tracy Pankowski played baseball in 1986 from Monroe Township High School. An acclaimed outfielder for the Jersey Blues, Pankowski was selected as a first-team all-region and first-team all-conference player following the 1986 season. He helped lead his team to the NJCAA World Series, where they finished 3rd, and was drafted by the Baltimore Orioles in 1986. Tracy Pankowski. Next we have Sky Rubel Tiplady. Played softball in 2007 to 2008 and women's tennis in 2008 from Ocean Township High School. Tiplady excelled as a dual sport athlete for the Jersey Blues, helping the women's softball team claim the NJCAA Regional 19 Championship and reach the NJCAA Division III National Championship game in 2008, while simultaneously capturing a national title in 4th flight singles in tennis. Astoundingly, Tiplady won her national tennis title, along with the runner-up finish in 2nd flight doubles, after traveling directly to Arizona from the softball team's regional championship game on May 4th. She then traveled back across the country to Rochester, Minnesota for the softball team's national championship tournament 11 days later. The team finished as the runner-up to the NJCAA Division III National Championship. Tiplady, a catcher, led the 2008 softball team in RBIs, 51, and home runs, 8, and was named to the NJCAA Division III All-Tournament team. As a tennis player, Tiplady was named the first-team All-American in singles and a second-team All-American in doubles. She was also selected as the first-team All-Region and All-Conference player in both sports. Sky Rubel Tiplady. Next, we have Keith Wynkovsky. Played baseball from 2008 to 2009 from Ocean Township High School. One of the most accomplished baseball players in Jersey Blues history, Wynkovsky was named NJCAA National Player of the Year in 2009 after setting an all-time Brookdale record for home runs in the season, 17, and tying the college's record for career home runs, 25. He was also selected as a first-team All-American, a Rawlings Gold Glove Award winner, and Regions 19 Player of the Year following his 2009 campaign, in which he led the Jersey Blues to a Garden State Athletic Conference title, an NJCAA Regional 19 Championship, and a third-place finish at the NJCAA World Series. He was also selected to NJCAA's All-World Series team in 2009 and received first-team All-Region and All-Conference honors in both 2008 and 2009. Keith Wojtkowski. Finally, we'll be recognizing the 1983 men's soccer team, finishing the season with a record of 17-3 for one. The 1983 men's soccer team shocked the college soccer world by defeating the defending national champion Vikings to claim the NJCAA Region 19 Championship. Overcoming devastating injuries to a number of key players throughout the season, the squad went on to make Brookdale history by becoming the first ever men's soccer team to advance to the NJCAA National Championship Tournament. They would continue to hold their own in the tournament against many of the top soccer teams in the national, finishing in 5th place. The 1983 men's soccer team, everyone. Congratulations once again to all of our 2018 Hall of Fame inductees.
It'll give me confidence to do well in school.
The Brookdale Foundation helps students achieve their dream of earning a college degree. Higher education transforms individuals, families, and communities now and for generations to come. It is a springboard to success for those who seize the opportunities that college provides. The money we raise will provide scholarships to students with financial need. The scholarships we provide eliminate the financial barriers for students so they don't have to delay or abandon their educational and career goals. We are in the business of building minds and building futures. We help students achieve their dream of earning a college degree so they can build better futures for themselves, their families, and our communities.
I love the Ocean First Challenge because it'll help me achieve the life of my dreams.
Will provide me with more opportunities.
Because it would relieve me of my financial hardships.
Because I need money to pay for school.
I could pursue my career dreams of working in the sports industry.
To reach the goal of becoming a hotel manager.
I can graduate from college debt-free.
I will be able to receive the education of my dreams.
It gives me hope for endless opportunities.
I love the hashtag Ocean First Challenge because it can help me pursue my career as health and physical education teacher.
Hi, I'm Sophia Perola, and welcome to Brookdale's Open House, where high school students, transfer students, families, and the entire Monmouth community can learn more about what Brookdale has to offer. Let's go check it out. Here at the Open House, students can tour the beautiful Lincroft campus, meet the faculty, and find out from over 50 of Brookdale's academic programs. Students can also leave here with tons of information, including how to apply to Brookdale, clubs and activities, financial aid opportunities, and job training for future career planning. In addition, students can also see how easy it is to transfer to a four-year college after Brookdale. To learn more about the Open House or Brookdale Community College, log on to our website at brookdalecc.edu. I'm Sophia Perola. Thanks for watching Brookdale Television.
the theater department and student success. Student success, as far as I'm concerned, is based on a student's involvement and willingness to have fun and enjoy what they're doing at college and what they plan to do with the rest of their lives. All of the classes that I teach are acting/interactive based. So I think that the idea that we are interactive gets a student comfortable with themselves, gets a student comfortable with the other students in the classroom, gets them comfortable with the school, and in turn, hopefully brings them in, gets them to stay around, gets them to be involved in a bunch of other things that go on outside of the classroom. We have shows, we have the Haunted Theater, we do a musical every year, we do Summer Shakespeare every year. So we're a department that is active basically from September 1 through basically July 31st, almost the first week of August. We take about 3 weeks where we're down to clean and fix and put everything back together. So we're constantly doing something in our department that is all student-based. We want student talent, whether that's acting talent, whether that's building, painting, singing. We take all comers.
Welcome to the nursing pinning ceremony for the fall 2015 graduating class.
To be standing here right now, speaking to all of you, is such an honor and something I never thought would happen. Being diagnosed with cancer 2 days before my second to last semester started. But I thought like a nurse and went through the process, and now here I am, giving the welcoming speech at our pinning ceremony.
56 graduates of the Brookdale Nursing Program were officially recognized for their achievements on January 4th during an honorary pinning ceremony held in the Collins Arena. The future nurses came together in front of a crowd of friends and family to place official Brookdale nursing pins on their fellow graduates, a tradition that has been carried by each graduating class since the Brookdale Nursing Program was established in 1971. The Brookdale pin has become a symbol of compassion, knowledge, and high-quality care to patients across the state and across the nation.
Graduate nurses, congratulations. What a journey it's been for you. And this journey is going to continue, but today we are celebrating just how far you've come.
Welcome to this segment of Brookdale Newsmakers.
Hi, my name is Amy Ferris. Welcome to the Brookdale Visiting Artist Program.
Hi, I'm Tariq Holmes, and I'm standing here at the 2014 Brookdale Spring Open House.
For nearly 50 years, Brookdale graduates have been shattering expectations. They transfer to Georgetown and Columbia University. They work at NASA, call Major League Baseball games, and defeat celebrity chefs. They prove again and again that a college is only as good as its success stories, and ours speak for themselves. This is Brookdale. This is College Redefined. This is Success Reimagined.
student life and activities is pretty much learning outside of the classroom. So what we really do in student life is making sure that students know that they can get involved with clubs and organizations, leadership opportunities, as well as different events that we hold on campus.
With paper student education plans, advisors sit down with students, discuss what courses to take, when they'll transfer to a four-year institution or graduate, and map out a course plan that aligns with their program. But as time goes on, schedules move around. The planning shifts. Students want to take a class with a certain professor. The course catalog changes, and a class that would have been an elective requirement may no longer be offered. Moving this planning online allows the student and the advisor to be on the same page with course information, scheduling, and the student's educational goals. They can see a timeline of courses and easily make changes as needed. Colleague Student Planning is an online tool that makes the academic program planning process easier for your students and their advisors by allowing course planning, course registration, and tracking of progress toward academic program completion, all in real time.
Career Services is actually a resource center whose programs support, and that's their whole goal, is student success. We realize that success is different for each student.
And we provide all kinds of help to each student between internships, we do service learning, volunteer work, so workshops on resumes. So we are here to help every student achieve success.
And all our programs basically give the students that hands-on experience that they need to give them that sense of success.
I'm a bit of an introvert. At a big university, I could have been lost in the crowd. But Brookdale helped me find my voice. My advisors and professors believed in me. By graduation, I had founded my own club and completed an internship with JPMorgan Chase. My name is Justin Melendez, and I came to Brookdale to learn about business. I never imagined I'd learn so much about myself.
With both my sons entering college, I knew financial aid was going to help. I never thought I would qualify too. I enrolled in Brookdale's culinary program and discovered a world of talent I never knew I had. After graduation, I landed an externship with David Burke's Fromagerie, and they hired me a month later. My name is Debbie Doran, and I came to Brookdale to learn a new skill. I never imagined it would take me this far.
I'm a bit of an introvert. At a big university, I could have been lost in the crowd. But Brookdale helped me find my voice. My advisors and professors believed in me. By graduation, I had founded my own club and completed an internship with JPMorgan Chase. My name is Justin Melendez, and I came to Brookdale to learn about business. I never imagined I'd learn so much about myself.
My daughter was born premature, and the hospital's respiratory therapist saved her life. When the economy crashed, we moved back to New Jersey for my husband's career, but nobody was hiring drama teachers. So I joined the respiratory therapy program at Brookdale. It's a great field with job security, and you can be there for people who really need you. My name is Joriel Miller, and I came to Brookdale to change my career. I never imagined I could help save a life.
I went to college right after high school, but it didn't work out. After a few years in the workforce and the birth of my son, I decided to give college another try. At Brookdale, something clicked. I met amazing professors and found a major I was passionate about. I made the dean's list, landed a great internship, and now I'm pursuing my bachelor's degree. Thanks to Brookdale, I have what it takes to see my dreams through. I'm Tara Boyce, and I came to Brookdale to give college another try. I never imagined I would find my passion.
I'm more than just a college student. I'm a marathon runner, a volunteer, and a philanthropist. I'm an employee. I'm a future master's degree holder. I believe the path to a better world is paved with a million small steps. Thanks to Brookdale, I'm already halfway there. My name is Killian Mormon, and I came to Brookdale to explore my passions. I never imagined I'd have the flexibility to pursue them all.
Like a lot of people,
I thought community college was a backup option, a discount education. But now, I can't imagine starting anywhere else. Brookdale challenged me. I had the tools and the faculty I needed to grow, both as a student and an engineer. Today, I'm transferring to a prestigious university and finishing a fellowship at NASA. I'm Nick Sikowski, and I came to Brookdale to save money on college. I never imagined it would be the smartest move I ever made.
In life, you never know when your number will be called. Whether it's blocking a shot, scoring the winning goal, or acing a test, you have to be prepared. At Brookdale, we learned the value of hard work. We learned how to be champions. We are the Jersey Blues women's soccer team, and we came to Brookdale to win. We never imagined we'd make history.
When I was divorced, I needed to rediscover who I was. I had no career or college degree. My divorce attorney was so supportive. Working with her helped me realize I have what it takes for a career in law. I joined the paralegal program at Brookdale, and I got a great base to build a career on. Now I'm working as a paralegal at Ansell, Grimm & Aaron, and I love it. I'm Michelle McCarran, and I went to Brookdale for a new start. I never imagined I would find my calling.
For nearly 50 years, Brookdale graduates have been shattering expectations. They transfer to Georgetown and Columbia University. They work at NASA, call Major League Baseball games, and defeat celebrity chefs. They prove, again and again, that a college is only as good as its success stories, and ours speak for themselves. This is Brookdale. This is college redefined. This is success reimagined.
This is not your ordinary community college. This is an education for the 21st century, a college that learns from industry trends and adapts to the changing job market. This is a group of acclaimed professors and a staff who will stand at your side and help you kick down any door you choose. This is where you can learn a new skill or earn a degree, online or in person, at 6 locations across Monmouth County. This is not your ordinary community college. This is Brookdale. This is college redefined. This is success reimagined.
With paper student education plans, advisors sit down with students, discuss what courses to take, when they'll transfer to a 4-year institution or graduate, and map out a course plan that aligns with their program. But as time goes on, schedules move around. The planning shifts. Students want to take a class with a certain professor. The course catalog changes, and a class that would have been an elective requirement may no longer be offered. Moving this planning online allows the student and the advisor to be on the same page with course information, scheduling, and the student's educational goals. They can see a timeline of courses and easily make changes as needed. Colleague Student Planning is an online tool that makes the academic program planning process easier for your students and their advisors by allowing course planning, course registration, and tracking of progress toward academic program completion, all in real time.
Every journey we take in this life starts with a single step. My journey at Brookdale started with that step.
We are all starting a new adventure. Thank you for helping me get my start at Brookdale.
Teaching is all about encouraging a passion.
We are from many countries. We have many things in common to live our American dream.
I believe that education is empowering.
Brookdale is number one. We will always be number one.
Brookdale is the best community college, the finest community college in the entire state of New Jersey.